Hi guys, IKEA today. I'm sitting in their car park and somebody... Oh, come on, wind. Hi guys, IKEA car park today. Sitting there minding my own business and somebody unboxed what they'd bought and left the cardboard in the car park. So I grabbed it. Well, I managed to resist a bit because there was 2 boxes this size. I just grabbed one of them and flattened it down because that's more than I'm going to need for what I have in mind, which is just a rubber band powered car made from cardboard. So that's, yeah, that's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's probably 10 times the size of what I need. But I just couldn't resist picking it up. The end pieces are damaged where they had glue on them, so I'm going to cut them off and just keep the centre section, and then make a little rubber band powered car with it. Sort of a green one, no plastic, just cardboard. It's a bit windy out here. Hope that's not upsetting the sound too much. I bet it is. Anyway, I'll just trim that up, get rid of what I don't need, and put the rest in the garage for now, I think. Just for the record, that's what was in the cardboard box. A Strandamon. Probably pronounced totally different to that. Morning guys. Had a request today to make something. I do make quite a few things, but I guess if you're new to the channel you won't have seen all the thousands of videos that are already there. Yeah, we're out in my conservatory. It's roasting hot out here, so I've got the windows and doors open. And I've got a big piece of cardboard down there that I picked up in IKEA. So I'm going to make a rubber band powered car. I've got a channel specialising in rubber band powered items. There'll be a link in the video description to that. But I'll build this on my main channel just because somebody wanted me to make something. The plan is to make this as eco-friendly as possible. So cardboard, bamboo flower canes. I will need to use some glue, but I'm not going to use hot glue. I'm going to use some Superglue, as little as possible. Then we'll need a sharp knife or scissors, something to draw a circle with. I've got these dividers. A compass would do, or even a bit of string with a pencil on the end of it to go around in circles. So I've got a pencil, I've got a metal ruler, and I've got a cutting board. So first thing we want is a rectangle of card for the chassis of the car. I'm not going to use plastic drinking straws for the axle tubes. I normally do that, but I'm not going to do that, so it's eco-friendly. No plastic. Right, the only problem I've got is I want to make sure the edges are straight, and these edges are a bit curved. That edge is straight. Maybe if I use to line things up. So that should be a right angle. Once we've got one right angle, the rest should be okay. We won't make it too wide, and I'll make it 12 inches long because that's convenient, because we've got a 12-inch ruler. So 12 inches there. We'll make it 6 inches wide. Fold the edges up to hold the, well, to put the axles through, to give us bearing surface. I'm just thinking, fold it. I'll make a cardboard tray, that's probably the easiest thing to do. So if I now the line across there and extend this one. It'll come clear in a second. Cut that out and then fold those edges up so we've got a tray. I also want some holes in it. Just come in an inch. For the axles to go through. Right, let's cut that out. our car. And we'll put little cross markings. That's where we're going to want our axles to go through. Put a bit of super glue in those holes to stiffen them up. Right, you want to fold on these lines. Push your ruler okay. Okay. Just there. Hold that up. You should be able to glue that. Just open that a little bit. Okay, got the idea. It's getting very hot here in the sun. Right, now we need some wheels. What I'll do is I'll just cut this piece out and get rid of the rest. Right, wheels. I should think if we make them about 6 inches diameter, that should be big enough. Use scissors or use a knife. Right, wheel through there, spacer through there, another spacer, and another wheel. Make sure we've got a little bit of space left there. Right, that's the basic car finished. I'll tidy up and we'll move on to the next bit. Staying with the eco-friendly theme, rubber gloves, or latex gloves I'm use for the rubber bands, because latex is natural rubber protein, so it should be okay to dispose of, break down in the environment. You don't need the whole glove, you could just cut a strip from it. About right down the middle. Obviously you don't need to do this, you could just use an ordinary rubber band if you want. I just want to try and use something a bit different. I don't know whether this will work or not. We'll find out in a minute. Looks like that might work. I'll tie a knot in one end. What I'm doing is wrapping it over the top of the axle, holding it in place until it's wrapped around and it's holding itself on the axle. The trouble is that was in the shadow there, wasn't it? Let's try that from a different angle. Can we see that? Yeah, we can. Okay. So, over the top of the axle, just hold it in there with your finger, turn the axle round, and it's holding itself in place. So see if it works. Sunlight's a bit bright, I might have to go into the dark end of the room. Test run time. So over the top, wrap it round, and then we'll let it go. Whoa, bit of rights. You wanted to go outdoors. We'll try that again. Still going right. I think we're going to have to put some weight in it to hold it down, or just not wind it up quite so much. I'll put some weight in it we're having to fight against the noise of the washing machine here. I've added a bit of weight because it was tending to turn off to the side because it was very light. So just got a pebble off the beach there. Oh, that's going much better now. Yeah, well, we're doing about 5 meters there, 4 or 5 meters. We'll just see if we can get it to go a bit further. I've wound it up a bit more, but you can see that bamboo cane is a bit soft and it's bending. So that's changing the direction the car wants to go. So let's see. Oh yes, definitely going to the right. Right, we're having a bit of trouble. It's going off to one side because the back axle is bending when we're tightening up the rubber band. So that's not helping it to go straight. Got a definite right turn to it. Summary time? Well, it works. Problem we've got is that axle that I've used is a bit soft and it's bending when you attach the rubber band, and that's affecting the steering. It's pushing it off to one side. As you see, it's changing the angle the wheels are turning. So an instant improvement to this would be to make the body narrower so that can't bend so far. Or use different bamboo that's not quite so flexible. And a bit of weight also helps it to go straight. If it's too light, then the wheels slide around and it goes off to one side. That'll do. Hi guys. I wasn't very happy with the end result of that one. Didn't go straight enough for me. So I'm going to do what I was talking about in the summary. I'm going to make another chassis narrower so that there's less room for the axle to bend. You can probably tell the sun has moved around a bit now, so I'm not quite so hot as I was earlier on. The sweat was pouring off me. So, what we need is a straight edge again. We'll make it using the same principle, but we'll make it a bit longer and a bit narrower. But I'll reuse the wheels and the axles just to show the difference the shape of the chassis makes. I'm just using the width of the ruler That's my measurement. For the sides, but we'll make it just 3 inches wide, I think, this time. The only problem with making it narrower is the accuracy of your holes. The axle holes here, when they're closer together, any inaccuracy in your holes is going to be magnified. And you might put a twist in just by drilling your holes wrong. So, do I want 3 inches or do I want to go down to... I'll go 4 inches rather than 3 inches. Or will I? No, we'll go 3 inches, we'll live with it. You can probably tell I'm making it up as I go along. Alright, we need to get these wheels off so we can reuse them. That might be a problem because they're glued in place. Okay, let's cut this out first. Make sure we don't cut into the floor. If you haven't watched the first video already, the super glue makes the axle holes harder, more rigid, firmer, a better bearing surface. It just seals the surface of the cardboard and makes it harder. But don't forget you've just done that. Don't put your hands over there or you'll glue your fingers in place. So that's our new car chassis. From there, space a bit. And one of the wheels. The trouble is there might be a bit of a loose fit now. Give it a few seconds to dry. How are we doing for time? 13 minutes so far on this version, although we haven't had to cut the wheels out this time. Okay. A bit. Right, so that's our new car. I'm just thinking that rubber band is going to be a bit short because I've lengthened the bodywork. make a hole about there for it. This is only so you don't think I've changed any of the important bits. Because if we get better performance out of it, I don't want you to say, oh, you've changed the rubber band, that's why it's going better. So, same rubber band. Round the axle in the same way, if I can keep hold of it. Shouldn't be able to bend us easily now because it's shorter. Yeah, that looks like that works. So, let's see if we can run up the kitchen any better. Oh, wheel spin. Oh, I won't wind it up quite so far, so we've got less power. Well, we still went a little bit to the right, but not quite so bad. I'll put a bit of weight in it. Right, another pebble off the beach. Not bad, nearly did the whole distance. I'll risk winding it up just a little bit more. Off we go again. Yeah, so there we go. Straighter, because we got a longer body and narrower body. Longer helps it go straight, and also narrow helps it go straight because the axle isn't getting bent by the tension of the rubber band. So that one's a definite improvement over that one, which was fairly short and fairly wide. But we still needed to add a little bit of weight there to hold it down on the ground and give it grip. Bit of grip so the wheels don't spin on acceleration, and also a bit of weight for grip on the front wheels to stop them sliding side to side. That helps it go straight. So there we go, that's my, we'll call it an eco-friendly rubber band powered car. Because we've just used cardboard, there's no plastic in it. They're bamboo flower canes, so they're biodegradable. Pebble, so natural from the beach. And instead of a rubber band, I'm actually using a latex rubber glove that I've cut a strip up the middle. So latex is rubber, so that's biodegradable as well. The only thing I'm not sure about is the Superglue. What is it? Cryoanilate? I can't even remember the words. CA glue. Cyano. Oh, never mind. But as far as I'm concerned, that's probably about as green as I can go with my rubber band powered cars. No CDs, no hot glue, no plastic drinking straws. So, yeah, pleased with that.
Hey, thanks for watching. There's plenty of videos on my main channel with more added daily, so don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications to keep you up to date with my new releases. You can help keep my channel running by donating $1 on Patreon to buy me coffee. You can always find more information in the video description. Thanks again for watching.